Your bath. Hi everybody, how are you? Good evening. Good evening team, good evening campers. Good evening fellow stay-at-homers. Good evening all those that are also wondering what the hell happened to our lives. How are we all? Hi William Miller. Hi Joyce Jeffrey. Hi Gina Giorgio. Hi Natalie. Hi Bev Berry. Hi the Olive Masterson. Yeah. I don't know if any of you have seen my Instagram. I've just posted on there about a friend of Maddie's who's gone missing. Well, he's been missing for just over 24 hours now. Let's hope he's just with a mate somewhere. But the thing is, he hasn't contacted his best friend or his girlfriend, and his mum's really, really worried. So I've posted on my Instagram feed that. So if you can share it with as many people as you can, because you never know. Somebody might just have just seen him or know where he is, and that would be amazing for his family. Yeah, so just check on my Instagram feed. His name's Owen. That would be great. Oh, I don't know him. I've not met him. He's a friend of Maddie's, and I can only imagine how horrendous it is for his family. Yeah, we can't even begin to imagine, can we really? But anyway, so sorry, that's why I was a bit late coming to this, because I was just wanting to post on that, and I was just asking all the loose women to repost it too. Oh, I can see them all doing it now, bless them. It's amazing, power of the people like that. You know, if enough people share it, you just never know. Just somebody just might know something or might have seen him. And there's 2 photographs of him up there as well on my Instagram and Twitter. So, hello Natalie, hello Paul. Hi, I've been ready for a walk through my village all week. I've been staying at home, and today my back went into spasm. Oh no, I've been looking forward to this live all day to cheer me up. Oh, that's nice, Paul. Well, I'll try and think of something that can cheer you up.
Did you just repost it?
I posted it.
No, it's been taken down as a new thing.
Oh, Michelle, yeah, to put a missing person thing across the top.
Yeah.
Michelle has done it. Has she tagged everyone in?
Um,
Sorry, we're just talking about the post about missing boy.
yeah.
She's tagged everyone in. Okay, all right, darling. Well, the good news is today I've got oranges. This is just like, it's just like the war, isn't it? Where people don't talk about anything now, about whether they got eggs, whether they got toilet roll. I got oranges, and I got this. I found this company that do eco-friendly toilet rolls, and I got a box of them, and you just order them by the month. Look, they've got no plastic, they're good for the planet, and what's more, you can get hold of them. So I got oranges. Oranges, there's all these different companies now that are doing deliveries to help Covent Garden Market out. Because Covent Garden Market that has all the fresh fruit and veg, of course, nobody can go there anymore, and they've got all this bloody fruit and veg. So I managed to get a box delivered. So that's good. Mark, because you can't get any supermarket deliveries at all, can you? So Mark tried to go to Sainsbury's today, and there was a queue stretching right down the high street with everyone standing 2 metres apart. I just can't, I mean, I know I say this every night, but I literally can't believe how much our life has changed. Oh, look at my roots. Look at them around here, look. Look, they're 2 inches, look. Look at that. I'm going to be completely white by the time we get out of here. Hi, Breda Doyle. Hi, Tam Trainer. No, I've never seen Friday Night Dinner. Oh, I really want to watch it. I just never, it's not on my radar. Can I get Sean a shout out for my paramedic husband, please? Would really make him laugh. Can I get a Sean shout out? Sean, you are a little star, a paramedic. Thank you so much. Paramedics, nurses, carers, supermarket workers, social workers, I mean, the carers that are still going. There's just so many people that are just... I mean, I was crying like a baby last night when we were doing the clapping. And then afterwards when we did the live and people said that they were clapping in New York and clapping all over the world for our NHS staff, I was in absolute bits. Thank you, Sean. Everyone say a thank you to Sean and do a blue heart. Do a blue heart. And the cleaners, I know, Bev Berry. Oh my God, I was saying that to Mark, to Daz, and the cleaners that have to go in because they don't have any protective clothing. And the thing is, for the cleaners, they don't get any of the sort of the hero clapping and all of that. And yet they are all putting themselves in the line of fire. I mean, it just makes you feel so blessed. I thought it was such a beautiful thing last night. Didn't you? I loved it. I absolutely loved it. They do it every night in France and Spain. Every night. As all the nurses come home. I got a lot of good films from my friends from all over the country of people clapping in their area. And but there was a couple of them that said, oh my God, stepped out and we've got the most miserable neighbourhood. Like I was the only person standing outside clapping. No, people were clapping around us. It was lovely. So what about Boris? Poor old Boris. When he was giving his speech, and it would have been like this on a selfie stick, wasn't it? He was filming himself. And I was saying to Mark and the girls, I was saying, I bet you anything he's got his pyjamas on. From the waist down, he's got his pyjamas on. And he looked like the minute that film was going to be, he'd finished that film, he was just going to go, oh, I've got a fever and a persistent cough. Yes, I've got a fever and a persistent cough, which is what he's been saying for 3 weeks. He must have said that. I've got a fever and a persistent cough, because bless him, he's had to keep saying that and saying that and saying that to just get people to stay at home. Yes, if you have a fever. Did somebody say he's faking it? He is not faking it. No way. This is really, really bad for government. He will not be faking it. The last thing they want is people to panic. This is a bloody disaster. The health ministers have got it. Oh, God. Maddie, lots of people are sharing. I actually feel really sorry for him. Day before yesterday, we were sat here and we said, he doesn't look well. He does not look well at all. And, you know, like I always say in all these lives, I'm not a Boris fan, not a Tory, I'm a Labour voter. But actually, I think, apart from the fact that I just don't understand why they didn't lock down earlier, I don't understand it. Because however many times they explain the curve, right, and they go, okay, so you're going to be coming along, and then we're going to get to the curve, and then we're going to lock down. It's like, why? Why wait till we've got this peak? No, they say wait till we've got the peak. Why wait till we've got the peak before you lock down? Well, I think they should have locked down parts of London so that there was this like delay, couple of weeks. But I mean, who am I? I don't know anything. Do you know what I mean? I haven't even got a GCSE. These are the top scientists in the country who are deciding these things, but I just don't understand it. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. We've just got to do what they tell us. I feel like I'm in a movie all the time as well, Gabrielle. All the time. I say that. It feels like we're in a movie. Hey, Nadia, there's one bit of that needs to clean up. Cash. Yeah, cash machine's very grubby. I haven't used cash at all. I only use my card. But then again, I'm not going out at all. The best was to flatten the curve is to wait until this point, sadly. Holly, our immunologist, please explain why you can only flatten the curve once you're already up shit creek without a paddle. Because that's what it feels like to me. It feels like we're now up shit creek without a paddle. We now haven't got enough beds. We haven't got... So why do you only flatten the curve when you reach the peak? Why don't you try not to get the peak and flatten it before it gets to the peak? Does anyone else agree with me? Does anyone else agree with me? Immunologist, I can't. Tom, I can't say. It's like I can't say Worcestershire sauce. I've never been able to say Worcester sauce. Try and say Worcester sauce now. Try and say immunologist and Worcester sauce and see how many of you can actually say it. Right, Holly. I love Holly. She's so clever. She knows everything. There has to be a certain number of people with the virus to understand the epidemiology. Sorry. I'm just like a complete moron. I can't say anything. To understand the epidemiology. Epidemiology. Maddie. Epidemiology. Anyway, in each country, and sadly, we are nowhere near the peak. There has to be a certain number of people with the virus to understand the epidemiology in each country, and sadly, I still don't understand. Yes, the immunity, but then the World Health Organization says that it's too crazy a virus for us to work with herd immunity. But then, who was it? Not the Imperial. No, who was it? Somebody yesterday, there was a report saying, was it Imperial College? Maybe it was, saying that maybe 50% of the country have already had it and there is a certain amount of immunity already around. Not that we must stop doing what we're doing, because we must stay in and we must wash our hands and we must sing happy birthday. I was thinking that, I said to Mark the other day, what is it going to be like for people now that have a happy birthday? Well, it's straight on it this morning. What is wrong with it? I didn't see it. I didn't see this morning. Was it Oxford University? Yeah. Herd immunity will not work with this virus. Won't it, Ollie? Why? Why? Oh, God. Oof. I have an uncle who's a professor of infectious diseases who says UK government's response has been a U-turn after U-turn. Do you think it's been U-turn after U-turn, Holly? Because aren't they just doing what they always said they were going to do, which was they were going to wait, because they were going to wait until the peak, and then they were going to flatten the curve by asking everyone to stay in. A virus spreading this rapidly has a natural cycle. In the first outbreak like this, it is all too rapid to have a chance to develop herd immunity. Oh, that's interesting. God, don't you feel we're like really lucky, guys, that we've got our own immunologist? You can tell us about epidemiology. I really do. Oh, I love it when people know that. I love it that you know all this stuff. So like a virus is a living thing. Can it just knacker itself out? Can it burn itself out? You can tell I didn't do biology. Can it just, because with the Spanish flu, it suddenly just stopped, didn't it? Is that a thing? Can it just die? No, it's not been new terms. It seems like that to the public, but all the measures have been very rational. Oh, that's great to hear. Sometimes viruses don't work in the heat. Yeah, apparently this one's got a fatty layer that melts in the heat. That's what I saw on one programme. We need Holly to open a YouTube channel. Yeah, we do, Holly. We do. We need you to have your own channel so we can ask you all these questions. They never said kids were immune. They said they had less chance of... Yeah, they just don't get as ill. Yeah. Dream. It can just run out easier fuel and the condition spread. Yeah, when are we expected to reach this blimmin' peak? It feels pretty peaky now. Don't you? Someone just said you have the virus. No, I don't. I felt ill last night, but I never said I had the virus. And I felt ill this morning. I feel much better now. And I know what it was. Oh, Delia, welcome to a family guest. The virus is coming no matter what, and they've tried to push it to the limit. As soon as the energy gets close to capacity, they lock everyone down to stem the flow. I never had social media, but might make an Instagram and do Q&As. You should. It's fascinating. Oh, my sister's doctored. Oh, that's so sad. It's my sister's Missy's 18th birthday. Please say hello to her. She loves you and has been down because she had to stay in and not have her hair dyed. Oh, Missy, happy birthday. Look, I'm going to make you feel better. Look, hang on. Let me get some light on this. Oh, God, you can't see it. I was looking at it earlier. Look how undyed that hair is. We're sisters from another mister, Missy. Happy birthday. The government response has been where they've tried to use herd immunity strategy, which avoided the planning 11 weeks before, stockpiling protective equipment. Oh, God. Do you still wake up and think, what the hell is going on? I do. I think yesterday why I felt so ill, and this morning why I felt so ill, was I was just worn out with the shock of it. I said to the girls, it's like we've all been punched in the face, like we were standing perfectly still, suddenly came running up to us and punched us in the face. And that's what I think it's like for the young people as well. They're just like reeling, like we are. We're all reeling, absolutely reeling with it. Can you hear? Do you want to hear Toffee snoring? Look, watch this. Oh, she knew. She heard me say her name. Did you hear in the background though? Oh, welcome new family members. Who's that? Can I see you? Della and what's your name? Della and Daisy. Welcome. Love those names, Della and Daisy. Oh my God, Linny, Tim, Bill, help please. What can I do about my noisy neighbour banging things at my walls? It's distressing me. The police won't do anything. What do? I can't go out. Oh, that is very distressing. Right. This is what I would advise. My friend had a problem last week. Week before last. And she called the police round. And it was pretty awful what was happening with this neighbour. And the police said, you won't believe this, but we can't do anything because they're doing it in their own house. But he said, don't say that I said this, but he said, what you have to do is call Crime Stoppers. So if you're having a problem with somebody in your neighbourhood, it's better to call Crime Stoppers than call the police. Because apparently if they get 3 calls, they go round. You can just do it online. They go round and they will intervene. It's better than calling the police for something like that. So there you go. There's a good tip. Bet you didn't think I was going to have an actual answer for that. But that's awful for you. Awful. Yeah, it's a cross between Big Brother and Horror Story. I love that, Angela, a lot. And I know because I've done Big Brother, believe you me. Oh, your Maddie's a credit to you and Mark. I'm 21 and she's more mature than me. You go, Maddie. She is really special, isn't she? I hope that everyone can put their feelers out for this friend of hers that's missing, and we could, wouldn't it be amazing if somebody knew something? Maddie was supposed to be doing a gig on the 1st of April. It's such a shame she can't do it now, so we're trying to think of a way that she can do it online on the 1st of April with all her wonderful songs. I think our health system is underrated, but it could sadly get as bad as Italy. It's very hard to predict. That's our immunologist has said that. I am not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I mean, obviously, I would be going to work if I was allowed to go to work, but I'm not allowed to go to work. So I'm not taking any other... The only risk I was going to take was for work. Because I know it really meant a lot to people still being able to watch Loose Women and just have that escape. And, also, I'm not going to lie, I need to earn the money. So it's really hard to just be told, bam, like that, you're not coming to work next week. No warning. But apart from that, I'm not going anywhere. I've volunteered. Did everyone volunteer for the NHS? Isn't it amazing how many people they got? I mean, I won't be doing any driving or anything. I'll just be doing the phone calls. Haven't heard from them yet, though. So maybe they're not going to. Our population isn't quite as old. This is our immunologist, girls. Italy, 23% over 65 in Italy and 18% here, so I don't think the rates will be quite as high. Yeah. Dentist cancelled my appointment. I had an accident, lost my front tooth. It could be worse. Doesn't look good. Sue Jones. Oh, no. That's awful. Oh, my God. So I suppose you won't be able to have it put in. Can you stick it in for a bit? Can you stick it back in? Somebody I know did that. Was it Mark? He knocked his tooth out and his nan pushed it back in, I think, and it sort of stayed in. I'm sure it was Mark. I have to check. Libby, I have a lot of family in the medical community, so it feels like I'm getting AA types of updates on the virus. It gives me anxiety, but also comforting. Can you say to them, just don't tell me? I find it doesn't help at all. Dental glue. Oh, look, Marcus says there's dental glue at Boots. Crime Stoppers is a charity that gathers information and work with the police. They do not involve with noise. Oh, don't they? That's what this policeman told my friend. Maybe it wasn't because it wasn't a noisy neighbour. Does it have to be an actual crime and maybe a noisy neighbour isn't a crime? Well, check it out anyway. Speak to them. You never know. They might be able to help. If they're doing something that's a bit more than being noisy, if they're doing something criminal, it's worth a try, isn't it? No, Mark wears my glasses all the time. I'm not wearing Mark's glasses. £2 from Primark, reading glasses. Mark has already gone to bed, guys. He's been so tired today. I mean, just so tired. And he's a nightmare because I keep saying to him, go and have a sleep, go and have a rest. And he always takes offence with it. I don't know why. Well, I'm not doing it. I'm like, no, I'm saying just have a sleep. Because I do. I go upstairs and have a sleep in the afternoon if I'm knackered. Yeah, it is hard just staying in the house. Did you see in America, they're closing all the beaches and parks, everything? Because we go to the park every day to take the dogs. Just one circuit round, stay away from everyone. And there's lots of people in them. I think it'd be really hard for people if they close the parks as well. Really hard. Because, I mean, it's like I was saying earlier, we're so lucky because we've got a garden. I just feel like I can't moan about anything because I've got a garden. Yes, you can, Katie Johnson. Shout out to Katie Johnson. And, you know, the thought of people being stuck inside with their kids with no garden, and then if they shut the parks as well, I just think it's going to be too much. It's just going to be too much. I've been in bed most of the week. For an adventure, I go into the lounge. Oh, God, it's so hard, isn't it? So hard. Yeah, reducing stress is very important. Went grocery shopping today. I was so anxious the whole time. I know what you mean, Pandora, tell you. I just can't bear to go out. I'm worried we're all going to be agoraphobics by the end of this. And Mark's much worse going out than me. Oh, environmental health for noise you've got to call. Environmental health. Betty and Teddy are fine. It's hard, though, because we don't get to see them. And they're only next door. So annoying. But I'm really tempted to say to them, just come and sit in the garden. You know, if they're 2 metres apart, is that really a problem? I wish I could just... Holly. Can I ask you a question, Holly? If my parents were to come and sit in my garden 2 metres away from them, they bring their own chair, their own cup, and we don't touch them, would they be safe? I do house party with Betty and Teddy. I do. I did a house party today with them and with Lisa and Dina. Yes, it would be okay, Holly. Oh. What about if they sat inside here, right, Holly? If they sat here, and I could put a fire on for them here, and then I open these doors, which is what I was doing a couple of weeks ago until it got much more serious. So, and then we're outside talking to them, and they're here, so they're a bit sheltered from the cold. Would they be safe? No, they don't have to pass through the house. They can come through a gate from their side of the house into my side of the house, so they don't have to come through at all. Oh. That's what I'm wondering, Maple. Once we've been isolated for 2 weeks, but the thing is, I don't think they're absolutely sure how long. Yes, as long as still 2 meters and you wash your hands before giving them anything, yeah. Oh, great. Yeah, yeah, because they're not sure yet how long you're contagious. You could be contagious for 24 days. They say most likely 14, but you could be 24. I mean, so I can't take that risk. Sherry Lane, no, I'm really worried about. I did Joe Wicks this morning. It was so good. Good for you. I didn't do my exercise this morning. I was too tired. Millie, my mum was in tears yesterday. It was her birthday and she really wanted to see me. We had quite a few grandmothers on here yesterday who have just had, their daughters have just had babies and they can't see their first grandchild. Horrendous. God, antibacterial wipe I just saw go up there. I don't think there's a single pot of antibacterial wipe in the country. But now I'm inside all the time, I don't need it. Just in all the time. Just constantly in. Which is okay, I'm dealing with that, it's fine. Again, I'm blessed because I've got a garden. I'm not going to moan about anything. Oh no. Oh no, Paul, that's awful. Morning, Nicole from Perth, Australia. How is it for you in Australia? How's it going there? And Mark has been out to the shops, so not to... No, but when he's gone out to the shops, he doesn't touch a thing without his gloves. Then he gets back and he washes the gloves. Then he washes every single thing from the shops. And then he washes his hand. There is no way he's been contaminated when he's been out. And he stands 2 meters. Like, he's really, you know, really fierce about it. He's like, no, sorry, you have to stand there. I mean, just because he's got asthma, he's so cautious. If you're taking precautions that follow government guidance and none of you have had symptoms, then you still have to be careful. But it's feasible. Yeah, you do. Because you just don't know. I just couldn't risk it. Couldn't really. I just don't think. Maybe if I've been a month where I haven't seen another soul, then I might. With my mum and dad. But yeah, thank you, Holly. Let's all have a round of applause for Holly. Let's show some rounds of applause for Holly. How can we do that? You've answered so many questions and it's just fascinating. I just love that you know all this stuff. Yeah, don't use cash. Can you imagine how many hands cash is? Yay, round of applause for Holly. Thank you, darling. Thank you so much. Right, let's have 5 minutes of positivity, says William Miller. Let's. Hit me with it, guys. Tell me something good. Tell me something positive. Tell me something positive. Tell me something positive. Well, you know what? It's really positive that I'm seeing that London is deserted and people are listening and people are isolating, which means we'll be able to kick the shit out of this thing and tell it to bugger off. Spark of joy, butterflies in the park from Maggie, gorgeous. Sell it, bang, I laughed today. That's the best medicine. You've brought me so much comfort. Wendy Hall, oh, I'm so glad. Thanks, Holly, we'll keep an eye on him. Me and my mum had a girly night with Baileys watching a good old rom-com, Daisy Collins. Oh, how nice. I want some Baileys. Maybe I'll order some Baileys. That would be nice. Even the bin men are saying when you are putting your rubbish in the bins to wear gloves as they touch so many bins. This is a good idea. Spark of joy. I laughed with my son today, Bee-Boo says. Bumblebees in the garden. I love bumblebees. I love bumblebees. Sparks of joy. I want to see all your lovely crockery. Let's tidy that cupboard, Cheryl. Not quite yet, not ready. Earth is healing, Marcia Toms. I lost £1. Hashtag proud. Well done, Patrick Deenan. someone made my mum a face mask because our hospital has run out and she needs them. Oh, that's nice. Oh, me and my mum watched the Dinner Ladies, had a right laugh. My sister was we Zoomed today and she was saying that she watched an episode of Bread. Do you remember Bread? She said, tell all your followers and everything to watch it because she said she laughed her head off. Really, really laughed. She said she hadn't realised how funny it was at the time. Proper funny. And then she watched, oh God, what was that old comedian that used to, Norman Wisdom. She watched Norman Wisdom. She said, cheered her up so much. I can say hello to your 12-year-old daughter, Kyla. I've got a 12-year-old daughter, Kiki B. Hello, Kyla. Watched Gobblebox, your family needs to... Do you know what? I've never done this in my entire life, ever asked to go on a show. But the only thing I've ever asked to go on was Gogglebox, because I think we'd be really good at it, our family, and they kind of said no. We feel a bit embarrassing. If anyone feels like writing into Channel 4 and saying, listen, NADIA, Sawalha and family would be great on Gogglebox, I'd love you for it, because we really want to do it. We'd love it. I cannot wait to make them yummy biscuits. My son brought me this Switch today and sat and showed me how to play a game with him. Oh, lovely time spent together. That's Tracy Lindsay. Did any of you listen to our podcast today, all about homeschooling? And we talk a lot about that. You know, I'm seeing a lot on social media about, oh my God, I've got to be with my kids all day. My kids are driving me mad. My kids are driving me mad. But, you know, if you settle down with it a bit, you might find that actually it's really lovely spending time with your kids and not having to rush and do the school schedule and get up at the crack of dawn and, you know, and just hang out with your kids more and let them find their way and let them find out and let them get bored sometimes. Kids, a lot comes out of kids when they're bored. I don't think Maddie would be such a good songwriter if she hadn't been very bored at times. Spark of Joy, bought some self-raising flour. Yay! My mum got me some self-raising flour too. Hi, Cotton Candy, hope you're well. Megan Pilcher, Spark of Joy, making your mum's spaghetti tomorrow, delicious. Make my biscuits. I did the easiest biscuits in the world today. There were biscuits that my nan always taught me to make. And they are the easiest biscuits. Who's that? I'm homeschooling. I enjoyed homeschooling my kids. I miss them now they're grown up. Yeah, exactly. It will all settle down. Listen to the podcast, guys. About homeschooling. I think you'll like it. Spark of Joy. What's that? Oh, JJ Jordan. That's a shame that you say that. That's a real shame. Because I talk to so many people and we do so many lives. I'm sorry that you feel that way. Spark of Joy, I watched compilation of Mental Marky today and I've got the giggles. He's so honest and funny, isn't it? So funny. Mental Marky, you have to go and look on Mark's Instagram. They're just, I think it's genius. Hi Nadia, please shout out my hubby Stefano. We love loose women. Hello Stefano from Maya Shafa. Watching Stacey Solom's video on TikTok, so funny. Tell her she's amazing, please. I will, Megan. I will text her after this and say, Megan says you're amazing. How about that? All right, guys, I'm going to go to bed now because tomorrow I have lots of cooking to do for the show. I'm going to be doing lives and be doing all sorts of things. I am feeling better. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody. If you haven't subscribed, please do and hit the notification bell because you don't get to know what we've uploaded, and we upload so much stuff that if you haven't hit that little bell, you won't get to know. Night night all. Thank you.